In certain lighting, it looks kind of like yellow. I guess because it's kind of got like that bit of blue on it, and that's it just looks like. I always thought it was like kind of like luminous green.
Yeah.
I think was it Chelsea? They're the first ones, or one of the early ones to do it. They used to have those
I think it was
luminous
the
green away kits. Yeah.
I believe it was the 07-08 season. Chelsea had the luminous green third kit. I
Yeah, I remember
believe
a
so.
lot of people hated it first, but then it kind of grows on you a little bit. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, just today is just going to be kind of like a whatever you want to talk about, just kind of open football banter. Obviously, it's international break, so there's not really too much to talk about. But just thought I'd just fire up a stream. Sarge will be on in about 15 minutes anyway, so he'll come through. I'm sure he's gonna. He's actually a big fan of you, by the way. He's always asking about you, you know.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, oh, when's Kurdish? You better bring Kurdish on. Because I wasn't even going to stream today, and he was like, no, let's do a cheeky stream tonight. I was like, I'll ask Kurdish. See what he's saying. And he was like, man, make sure Kurdish Gruner's on. He really thinks you're solid, man. He thinks you've got some good opinions. So,
he's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
for a Man United fan, anyway.
Yeah, he's all right for a Man United fan. Yeah, he's not too bad for a Man United fan. But But yeah, man, I'll be honest with you. I've been a bit bored, man. International break. I watched the England game. Game versus Wales, 3-0. Not really, it was just the first half was okay. Saka scored a brilliant goal, by the way. I don't know if you saw it. Cuts in, kind of just typical Saka, cuts inside his left foot.
Not going to lie, like, when it's international break, I kind of tune off. I just really want to know, like, I want to ask UEFA or whoever, or FIFA, whoever, like, decides the groups, how do England keep getting Andorra every year? I want to know that, man.
I believe at this point, I just think it's a conspiracy theory, man. Like, because we always get groups where we got farmers and plumbers, bro.
Yeah, and it's hard to judge, like, as well. Like, let's talk actually about international football, like England international. I haven't seen the game, so it kind of be like, oh, what the hell am I talking about? But I was just kind of curious, like, what you make of England, because I don't know about you, but when it comes to international football, I'm more of a neutral. Like, I'm born in England, and when I was little, I liked to see England, like, do well and stuff like that. But it's just like the pundits, they get so gassed, they get so overhyped, like, with the players, and they keep whinging. They're like really bad losers, the press, I find. And they always talk about the pressure and players not getting on. Maybe they just weren't good enough or the other teams were better, So I hate all the time, like, they get knocked out. There's some like big excuse, like, suddenly Capello's a foreigner again or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, bro, you know what it comes down to? Obviously, I support England when I watch like international football and stuff like that. But my thing is that England are just rubbish. Like, it doesn't matter how good. Even when we had our golden generation, we just weren't good enough. Like,
exactly.
I think it always just comes down to the manager, because I was watching. I think it was either Michael Owen. No, not Michael Owen. It was Owen Hargreaves. It was either Owen Hargreaves or Michael Carrick. No, I think it was Michael Carrick. Yeah, it was Michael Carrick. And he was basically saying the reason why England didn't win anything during the golden generation is because he was trying to force too many superstars into the starting 11. Like, but the team didn't have enough balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were trying to fit Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes. You can't put Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes, especially if you're going to play 4-4-2. If you're going to play 4-4-2, you can't put all three of those people in midfield. It doesn't work. If they played 4-3-3, that could have worked. You could have played like Lampard in the 10. I probably would play Gerrard in the 10, Lampard in the 8, and then Scholes in the 6. But playing 4-4-2, you could never really. That would never. It was guaranteed to not work, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's what's weird about international football, like back in the day, because I think the old England team, like the ones that were underachievers and they called the golden generation, were a lot better than the current England players. But I feel like international football now, there's so many sides now that they've declined. Like back in the day, if you look at the 2006 World Cup squads, those squads were stacked. Like you had Holland, they had Van Persie, Van Nistelrooy, Sneijder, all these players. Even Portugal, Ronaldo, Figo, everybody basically was like every squad was good.
Yeah, it's true, man. And I just think, you know what? When we was kids, because like you're just like a couple years younger than me, innit? So like when we was kids, the World Cup, and the Euros was just like they were just you couldn't miss a game. Even if, bro, Turkey could have been playing fucking Turkmenistan, you just couldn't miss a game. Like it was like every game it was just unreal. Obviously, the World Cup is the biggest sporting event in the world. I think it gets like 4 billion viewers or something crazy. Like a World Cup final will get like 4 billion viewers, which is insane. And it's just like people who don't even like football will watch the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's true, actually. Like, you meet a lot of women and they will be like, oh, I don't watch football, or a lot of people that don't like guys that don't watch football. And you ask them about football, say, oh, I'll watch it if like international football's on. Yeah, there's just something about international football, I think, that gets people going, I suppose, because you can't really switch allegiances so easily like you can with what do you call it, like club football, you know? So I guess there's more of an attachment to it. One of the guys in the chat asked, what's the best formation in your opinion?
This is a
I
good
like
question.
4-3-3.
4-3-3,
What
yeah.
about you?
I would actually say I'd probably say 4-3-3 as well, actually. But it also really depends on what kind of players you got. Like, for example, 4-3-3 is good for Arsenal because we've got the right personnel for it. But I'd say 5-3-2 would be good for like a Crystal Palace. So it really depends on, for me, game state, what players you have available. Obviously, whether you're an attacking manager, a defensive manager, counter-attacking, super possession football manager. Depends on what kind of manager you are. I think there's no like. I don't think there's any correct answer. I was actually watching a YouTube video the other day about football formations and which ones are the best and the worst. And basically, he said that every formation has its like pros and cons. And also, what's important is not really the formation you start with, but like what formation you are out of possession and in possession. So, like for example, Arsenal go into like a 4-4-2 out of possession, where like the 10. So, like let's say Eze or Odegaard will like go next to Gyökeres, and then they form a 4-4-2 for like a quicker transition. But yeah, it really just depends on game states. It really depends on it just really depends on game state and who you're playing. I don't really think there's a definitive answer, but I'd probably say the most successful formation's probably been 4-3-3, in my opinion.
I think it's like more dynamic, and I think even what's that formation they call like the diamond? Like that's pretty good as well.
Like a 4-1-2, like 4-1-2-1-2, I think.
Something like that. Yeah. Well, I think that's good too. I think teams like to play with one striker now, but then they like the striker to be supported by the wingers, or they like to get like fullbacks, attacking fullbacks come and cross it in as well and stuff like that, or like to have like 5 in midfield to dominate midfield. So that's like a Spain thing, I think. I think that's where football is right now. It's like a bit like Spain, the way they play football, but a bit more direct now. Because I don't think people have the patience anymore for like the tiki-taka, and players I think are probably more fitter now with sports science and stuff. So there's quick transitions. So it's a kind of combination between like, I suppose, Spain being really like controlling possession, playing like more positive, but also like being a bit more direct, like Germany are a bit. So I suppose it's a mixture of those things. Like if you notice it, there isn't really any negative football that thrives now. I don't find. I think our football is kind of negative in a weird way. Arsenal, we kind of become a very solid defensive team, and at times we were struggling to score from open play, ironically, but we were criticised for being the complete opposite in the past. But I feel like to win games, you've got to like dominate the game now. I think it's a lot harder if you want to like play sort of on the back foot and counter-attacking and win games. I think you need to dominate. But yeah, 4-3-3. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. I got a bit of a question. I've got a quick question for you, actually. Do you think football is better defensively now or back in the day?
Oh, it's a hard question because I think back in the day it was maybe better defensively, but then you used to completely butcher players. Like there was that player from Athletic Bilbao. They called him the Butcher of Bilbao because he hacked down Maradona, got him injured for ages, and he even kept the boots that he used to like injure Maradona, which is crazy. I think it's called Goya Sheriff,
I didn't know that.
something like that. Yeah, they used to call him the Butcher of Bilbao. Do you heard about him?
No, I've actually never heard that before.
He's from like the 80s. Yeah, he butchered Maradona, and I think he injured this other player called Bernd Schuster, who used to be like a Barcelona Real Madrid player, and also used to manage Real Madrid briefly, I think in like 2008 or something. So yeah, like players like are so protected now, so pampered. Like you can't like you can do a legitimate tackle, and the ref will say it's a foul, even with VAR, because players are so protected. And I think diving has now become kind of part of the game. Like you never see a player get booked for diving because everyone does it, and it's like players are probably told to dive. I'm sure, like Arsenal, Man United, all the big teams, they tell their players go down if you get tackled because the referee's not going to give the challenge.
Sorry, I'm just looking for something, but yeah.
I think
No,
defensively definitely better than before. Like name a top defender now currently, you struggle. Like Van Dijk maybe. You forget like you can't really think of defenders. Maybe Saliba, our defenders are really good, but back in the day, Maldini, Ferdinand, what's his name? Nesta, a lot of players, like a lot of defenders you could name. Yapstam, lots of like lot of different defenders. Like, but yeah, it's hard to find defenders now. So if you're like looking for one, an out and out great defender, it's hard, and it's hard to judge them as well because I think everyone's expected to attack more now. Even the goalkeeper, they want to sweep a keeper role now because of a lot of goalkeepers now. They don't want to hoof the ball; they want to kind of pass it and stuff. So
yeah,
I think everyone has to be better with the ball at their feet. And you get a lot of fullbacks, isn't it? Like Trent Alexander-Arnold, who keep getting criticised defensively. They like to bomb forward. But before, back in the day,
sure.
you were like a Gary Neville. You're just solid defensively.
There's a lot more of this like inverted stuff. A lot more of this kind of coming into midfield. Back in the day, it was just like flat 4-4-2, bombing up and down the wing, getting the crosses in. Becoming an extra attacker. And that's why I kind of miss and that's kind of why I miss Kieran Tierney, because sometimes when I watch like Lewis Skelly play, I watch Calafiori play, I'm just like, bro, I don't want to see this inverted crap. I just want to see someone old school, get the ball in the box, whip it in. And Kieran Tierney was so good at crossing the ball, man. Like, I miss KT, man. He's one of those, there's one or two players that play for your club, yeah. They may have not even had the best career. They might have been injury filled or whatever, but you just loved him, man. Like, I used to love Kieran Tierney, man. He was just like a proper like.
Oh yeah,
man,
the Scottish guy. For a second, I was saying quickly, I thought it was an Italian guy. I was like, oh, it's Kieran Tierney. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like,
he's okay.
He used to bring like his lunch in a Tesco bag and wear shorts for training, and like he just didn't. I just used to love that guy. He was just a proper Scottish man, bro.
Yeah, no,
absolutely
I think
top draw.
I don't know what happened with him because he seemed like a solid player, but I guess like the manager, like he's brought in some good defenders as well. I suppose like we've got a lot of defenders now. I think we're quite stacked in defence, but I thought he was going to be a mainstay in our team when he first came to the club. He was one of our most consistent players when he came in. I thought even Ramsdale was okay, but definitely Raya's an upgrade. I think Raya's got.
Oh man, I didn't realize
Raya
was going to be this good. Yeah.
Yeah, Raya's got a cooler head, I think. Like, I think Ramsdale, I think that's the thing. He can get quite, I don't know, not temperamental, but he gets quite, animated. And you need a calm keeper that, like, makes everything look easy. But yeah, like, they're both good keepers. But yeah, I guess that's like, it's like he took something out of Pep Guardiola's book. Remember when he came to City, Guardiola, he just discarded Joe Hart completely. Then he brought in a player, was it Claudio Bravo? Yeah. It's a bit like Arteta. And then Claudio Bravo didn't work, then he brought Edison, and Edison's like, Edison obviously worked out up until Donnarumma. But it's a bit like us, because with Arsenal we had Lino, isn't it? And Lino I thought was solid. People used to hate Lino a lot.
Yeah,
I thought he was okay, but everyone's been an upgrade. Right.
The problem with Bernd Leno, the thing about Bernd Leno is a great shot stopper, but he's not really good at anything else.
That's it, yeah. And I think that's the whole. Yeah, we've basically mirrored like Man City, the transformation of the squad a lot. And I think if you looked at Guardiola, like when he came to City, he built that spine. But yeah, best manager ever. That's a good question, actually. It's random, but yeah, it's good. We're just getting into random conversation because of international break. But yeah, best manager ever. Ooh, I'm gonna just throw an Ancelotti in there just because of longevity.
Really?
No, not actually. Nah, he's up there, but he's not the best ever. Hey, how you doing?
What up, boys?
What's up, player?
All good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just seen the score.
What England score?
England just slapping up. Who are they playing? Latvia.
Don't know. I didn't even. To be honest, I don't really like international football, so I don't even bother watching it. Who scored? Gordon, Kane, and an own goal. It's just boring, bro. It's just boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're debating best manager ever. So this is. Are you going to say Ferguson? Of course.
Ooh.
I think Ferguson, you can put him up there. I think people would say Brian Clough, but that's before my time, so I can't really comment on Brian Clough. But Brian Clough is crazy.
If I was older, I'd probably say someone like Bob Paisley or something. So,
or Shankly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing
Football's,
is, I don't know. I don't really
yeah.
know too much about these older managers, and I'm not even going to try to pretend like I know about these OGs. But in my lifetime, the best manager I've seen is Sir Alex Bumbleclart Ferguson. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
not really. To be honest, it's not really debate. Like, he's the best Premier League manager and he's the best manager I've seen. I mean, I think, to be honest, yeah. If in terms of Premier League managers, it goes Alex Ferguson's chewing gum, everybody else.
Oh wow, that's
No, I'm
quite
serious.
brutal.
I'm not even joking because I don't know what that chewing gum was doing, but it was getting Fergie time. It was buying. It was in the referees like that. Alex Ferguson, yeah. Honestly, like, if Arsenal didn't exist, I'd probably would have supported Man United, and I probably would have been a lot. I would have probably had a much better childhood.
Them ones. Oh my days. Nah, you can't say that.
What?
You're not allowed to say
said
that on an Arsenal show. Come on, man.
Bro, I can say whatever I want. This is my damn show, bro. I can say whatever I want.
Great, but that's crazy, though.
I said if Arsenal didn't exist, I probably would have supported a different team.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, if Arsenal didn't exist, I probably would have supported because my dad's side of the family, my dad's side of the family, all my dad's brothers and sisters, are all Man United fans. My dad's a Man City fan, but all my dad's brothers and sisters are all Man United
Your
fans.
dad's a Man City fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's wild. What's even wilder is my dad supports Luton.
Your dad supports who?
Luton.
Luton, really?
Yeah, Luton. Because when he came to the UK, he first settled in Luton. Then he moved to London.
That makes sense. Yeah,
he started supporting Arsenal. And then if you're looking for a competition, Sarge, between who hates Arteta more, my dad or Ty, my dad wins hands down. He hates Arteta so much.
Okay, wait, hold on a minute.
Tottenham plays Arsenal, he'll support Tottenham. He hates Arteta.
I'm not
gonna by the way, let me just say this before Sarge says what he's about to say. I don't hate Arteta, by the way.
He doesn't hate him. He doesn't agree.
I personally don't think he's good enough, and he shouldn't have been given this much time because there's no other Big Six club where you can spend $1 billion Great British White Women and get 6 seasons and not produce anything. It's just name any other club around Europe that's in the top 3 or top 4 or top 6 that you can get away with this crap. You can't. Huh?
No, I was just gonna say because I actually want to circle back to that dad conversation just quickly. I'm like, we need to get both your dads on the show.
That would be fun, yeah.
I personally have never met a Man City fan in real life. That's firstly. And I got to meet someone that hates Arteta more than Ty. So
they're going to come for you now in the comments, Ty. We set you up.
The thing is, with my dad, the reason why my dad supports Man City is really just because. So I don't know if you guys used to play Pro Evolution as a kid, but right around the time that Arsenal started selling all their players to Man City, like Adebayor, Clichy, Sagna, my dad, that's like the tail end of when my dad stopped watching football. So my dad stopped watching football after like 09, 010, or like 08, 09 or whatever. And my dad never really has supported the team officially. But then because I was so pissed off about, like, especially when Nasri went to Man City, I remember when we was playing Pro Evolution and he had Nasri, and I was so fuming about it. He was like, I support Man City now. So it's kind of like a gag. He's not like a diehard Man City fan or anything like that. It's just kind of like a little gag thing. But my dad doesn't really follow football anymore. Like, I don't think my dad could probably even name 2 players in any top 6 starting 11. Like, my dad is just completely fed up. Like, he just doesn't care about football no more, because my dad just basically said that the quality of football is nowhere near as good as it used to be, and I completely agree. Like, the football, I wouldn't say it's fell off. Like, it's still good, but it's nowhere near as good as it was in the 90s and 2000s, and it's because of Pep, in my opinion. Pep's ruined football.
I mean, that's the short I wanted you to buy. You know, when we were talking about Pep, we need to create that short because I need to give it to Pep, man, because I think. So Curtis, last time when you dropped in, we basically went into detail about Pep. Like, for me, I can't wait for this brother to leave for so many reasons now. Yeah, okay, you done what you did with Man City. We respect it. We're not gonna shit on that legacy, but what you've done to football is criminal. I think we can all agree. Yeah, that Barcelona football was incredible, but what this football at City has done has created every single team now wants to be like exactly like that format, and it's fucking boring, man.
It's so
Like
boring.
no,
It's really
like
boring.
every player is stifled. They're too scared. Everyone, they're like robots. They're like you cannot be flair. You have to follow a system, and it's boring. It's literally shit. Henri said it live on what was that show with Kate Abdo? Whatever that show
NSM
is.
and
He said
NSNBC or
it straight to
something.
their camera. He's like, "I'm bored. I'm done." You know, and I feel like everyone. No one wants to admit it, but come on, man. I can't remember the last. Honestly, this season, I can't remember a good game. Last season, Man United Liverpool was the best game for me. Outside of that, nah. Oh, Barca.
Yeah.
Oh, the Champions League final, fire, unbelievable. All the goals were different, sick. But
Mm.
yeah, going back to that manager conversation, I can't put Pep in there personally. Because of the style of football in the later half of his career. But for me, it goes Ferguson. I'm going to go Mourinho too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? The thing, you know, sorry, I don't want to harp on the Pep thing for too long. But the thing about Pep, yeah, is that Pep's never had to like. Pep's always had it. He's always had like I call him like the trust fund manager, man. Like he's never had to go anywhere and struggle. Like he's never had to go anywhere and struggle. Like come to Barcelona, he had not even arguably the best player in the world, the best player in history, and obviously La Masia, like one of the probably the best like academies. So like, you know, the players that came out of La Masia were just insane. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, etc., etc., etc. And then when he left Barcelona, he went to Bayern and then won everything because Bayern's the best team in Germany by far and had an open checkbook as well. And then he's come to Man City and he's just like had a Super Saiyan checkbook. Obviously, it took. Obviously, I think.
Checkbook. Yeah, I hear you.
You know, obviously, first season he got. I think he won the League Cup in his first season, and then he obviously eventually won the Premier League. But the thing is, right? I've said it a million times. Like, he doesn't. He's done great things. He's won a four-peat. He's won a treble. He's won the Champions League, and I think every team he's been at. But I just, you know, when someone does great things, but you just think he's a bald fraud. I'm going to say it. You're a bald fraud. You are a bald fraud. You are a bald fraud.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I think well just to be fair to good old Pep, like I think he's in the conversation of like best managers. I'm not a fan personally because I think the thing with Pep, I guess, he's dominated so much, it's got kind of made football kind of boring. I remember when Barcelona played really nice football, but then at one point, you know, they're thinking this team could win 7-0, but they win 2-0, 1-0. They just drown teams with possession, and it's kind of depressing because you watch the other team, and it's like if they're scared to give the ball away because they feel like they're not going to see it for like a 20 minutes, half an hour, or whatever. It's just they were just too dominant. I think that's kind of why I hated Pep, I suppose, a bit, and Barcelona. But can't deny he's a good manager. If you give him the money, of course, and all the things he wants, he's going to build you a great team. But I agree with you, Ty, in that he's never had to go anywhere and really struggle. Like when Wenger came to Arsenal, you know, it was a different time. Like he had to struggle a lot, Wenger, because he, you know, foreign managers in the league was different back then. Arsenal weren't what they are like now, and Man United as well. When Ferguson inherited them, I think in the 80s, people won't remember this. I won't remember this because I wasn't born, but obviously you would do your research.
Yeah.
He didn't exactly inherit a great trophy-winning dynasty team. You know, Liverpool were the dominant team.
Yeah, Liverpool in the 70s and 80s was strong, man. Super strong.
Yeah.
Especially in Europe.
Yeah, and I think as well. I think to be fair to Pep, I think he did make some bold calls like getting rid of Ronaldinho, you know, selling Eto'o. These were big calls, not necessarily like in Eto's case the right call, but I think he's not afraid to make big decisions and like you know, he can manage a team full of egos. So he's a good manager. He's in the conversation, in my opinion, whether you like him or not. But for me, he's never a number one because I think he's had the resources. He's been very like fortunate, and he's obviously, you know, he's used to his advantage his playing career. He's had a great playing career, so he's able to, you know, you've seen that with players who are great ex-players. Sometimes they can walk into a job quicker than, you know, players that don't have that like history behind them. You know, like I think Shearer's turned out to be a terrible manager. No offense, Shiro. Went to Newcastle. You know, they got relegated. You know, but like if he wasn't a club legend, he wouldn't get that type of job. So, yeah, I think Pep having that playing career, he rose. You know, he's had that opportunity. Mourinho's in the conversation, but Mourinho plays quite a negative brand of football. Sometimes I think it's a bit unfairly characterized because his team can play quite counter-attacking and exciting. At times, I even find it, you know, like entertaining to watch. Like the Chelsea team that won the league, I think back to back, that's a really good side, entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Mourinho, but he falls a bit short in my opinion because he's a bit like, yeah, he's synonymous as well, whether you like it or not, with the ugly side of football a little bit.
Yeah, but for me, Mourinho is special, not just because he's the special one, but just because, man, he won the Champions League with Porto. Let me tell you something. Pep is never doing that. Pep is never doing that, bro. Pep is never doing that. I think Alex Ferguson might be able to do that, but Pep's never doing that. Maybe Wenger might be able to do that. Well, he's never won the Champions League, but the point is, I'm telling you right now, Pep is never doing that, and I'd bet my life on that, bro. But anyway, I just want to quickly go to this question. We've got a question from a viewer: Zidane versus Iniesta. What are you guys saying?
I'm just saying Zidane. Just like heart on sleep, because you know it is like you just name me like a great, like really amazing Iniesta goal. Like Iniesta was more like a passer, you know, control the midfield. Zidane was like a showman. You could look at skills of Zidane; he make it look effortless. That goal against Bayer Leverkusen for Real Madrid, that headbutt, man, he's an icon. Like you can go on stats and all you want, or whatever, or what critics think, but I think Zidane's just an icon, and he's done it. I mean, it's not really relevant, but his legacy in the game is a lot bigger. Even he's quite underrated, unfortunately, as a manager. I think he won Champions League 3 times in a row, but nobody ever talking about him as a manager.
Yeah,
just because
the free with the champs. Yeah, I think I have to agree. I think it's got to be Zidane as well. I mean, Zidane for me is probably the greatest midfielder in my generation. I mean, he's just so good. Like you said, he's got the skills, he's got the goals, he's got the assists, he's got the 6'2", he's got the pace, he's got the power. Just had everything. Like he could do everything Iniesta could do, but Iniesta couldn't do everything he could do, in my opinion. And some of his goal catalogs are disgusting as well. And again, even as a manager, like you said, he won the three-peat. He's not a bald fraud, mate. He's the real deal. He's the real deal, mate. He's the real deal. And I think
I'm gonna have to disagree, boys.
Really?
Because
it's good. We need objectivity.
Because you know, I want to come up with some stats. You know, just to kind of put things in perspective. And I'm going to bring Zidane stats into it. So it's not just going to be Iniesta. But I'm going to start with Iniesta, right? We're talking about 4 Champions Leagues as a player. We didn't just player, all right? We're talking about 9 La Ligas. That's just club level, international level. 2, not 1, 2 European Championships, 1 World Cup. Yeah? We're talking about one of the most impactful midfielders for the whole 2000s decade. I mean, you could say the same about Zidane, but I think that in terms of who I want to see on the ball more, probably Iniesta. He's just match intelligence, his composure, what he done at Barcelona. I think in terms of a club legend, I think like in terms of just pure football club legend. I'm not talking about management. I think he's a bigger legend for Barcelona than Zidane is for Madrid. Obviously, Zidane had that infamous moment with the headbutt. We got to take points away from that. How do you headbutt in a man in a was it the World Cup final or the
World Cup final?
Yeah, that was the final.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If it was like I don't know, Declan Rice doing that, we would be shitting on him, and then we end up losing. Nah. So I'm gonna go Iniesta.
All right, fair enough.
But I can give you some stats with Zidane to balance your argument. Zidane ain't got anywhere near as many Champions Leagues. He's only got 1 compared to 4. Obviously, if you add the 3 that he won as a manager, he gets 4. He's got 1 World Cup. He hasn't won he's won the Euro once, 3 league titles. He did win the Ballon d'Or. Iniesta hasn't won the Ballon d'Or, so I'm going to give you that. But then again, Iniesta was in the era of Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah, so was Kaká, but Kaká still won it. Cry more.
So I think okay. With those stats being said, does that influence you guys? Or
not really, because I don't think because for me, like what trophies? Because the thing is, the problem with the trophies argument, yeah, is like is Wes Brown better than Harry Kane? No, answer my question, bro. Answer my question, fam.
It's a bad comparison because
it's not a bad comparison.
What we're not going to do is call Iniesta the Wes Brown of Barcelona. That's not what I'm
saying. That's not what I'm saying. The point
I was trying to make that is what because they're both.
That's literally not what I'm saying. What the point I was trying to make is
what you're trying to do is you're kind of trying to discredit the trophy argument. I hear you.
No,
trophies isn't everything. That's what you're saying. Trophies, and I agree with you. I'm just saying when you have 4 Champions League medals, that's a factor. Turkish is that
okay.
Kurdish is that not a factor?
Kurdish, get it right. Starting warrior. No, listen. So you're gone.
I was just gonna say, does that mean Carvajal's better than fucking Iniesta then? Because he's got 6 Champions Leagues, bro. He's got a Euro. He's got a World Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is football. I mean, football's subjective, so you can go on stats, and stats is a valid argument. But like I hear what you're saying, if we're talking about individual brilliance, I think using trophies as an argument is a bit of a grey area. Even though in the Ballon d'Or, and it's all political. They want to say, oh, best player is the player in the winning team, just to say, oh, because football's a team sport, and I get that, but I think. It is a valid argument because if you win a World Cup, that's something to be proud of. That's something to talk about. I think, for me, they're both good players. For me, why I said Zidane is because I think you'd pay to watch Zidane. You could go on YouTube. You can watch highlights of Zidane. I wouldn't go on YouTube and watch highlights of Iniesta. Iniesta's more of like a servant, more of an unselfish player. He will like pass. He'll make the team tick. He will make the team play better. He's probably. If you're a footballer, you probably want to play with Iniesta because he controls the game more. If you're like a fan, you probably want to watch Zidane, or if you're a player, you want to be like Zidane. So I think, different type of players, slightly different eras. Zidane also was more like a playmaker than an out-and-out goal scorer. He's a midfielder, of course. They're great players, both of them, to be fair. So either argument, I think, can be valid. But as a fan, I would go on just my memories watching Zidane versus my memories watching Iniesta. That's what I go on. But I can see because you could do stats, but you can't do stats. I think all the time because different eras as well. And I think Neymar broke Pele's record playing in Saudi Arabia. Doesn't necessarily mean Neymar's better than Pele. He might be, but because I didn't watch Pele. It's before my time. But I think football's interesting. You can't always, I think, just go on stats. Only so it's sometimes that's good because it helps it be less biased because you just might have a gravitate towards one player. In my case, I'm probably biased a bit towards Zidane. Just watching him how he dribble is like a ballet dancer. He's got artistry. That's what Zidane brought to football. You watch highlights of Zidane just dribbling the ball, not even scoring a goal. And when he scores a goal, it's wow. So that's for me, why I think I put Zidane ahead of him because it's about entertainment. You want a player that's gonna, make you want to watch football. And yes, he's a great player like football critics and pundits love, and he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, he's great to watch as well. But for me, Zidane's just got that X factor. That's my impression case for Zidane.
This is my final statement for Iniesta, and then Darkside. There's another great. Yeah, you got it up already. I got this for Iniesta. Because his influence spanned longer, technically, yielded more trophies, I know you hate that type, and defined the most dominant teams ever, all while maintaining the same artistry Zidane had. Zidane is the painter, Iniesta is the symphony. Both masterpieces, but one played longer and orchestrated history. I can't say any better than that.
I listen. I'm just gonna say even after you read off ChatGPT, yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Yeah.
No, that's our own original writing.
Listen, I know an artificial intelligence prompt when I hear one, bro. I'm an engineer. Don't forget that, yeah. So let me. My final argument is this.
Yeah, go on. I want to hear it.
The volley versus bite flavor goes on, yeah.
What about the last-minute equalizer against Barcelona? Boom!
Sorry, bear with me a second, guys.
What?
What happened?
What are you saying?
I don't know. I said, what about the last-minute equalizer against Chelsea? And you know exactly what goal I'm talking about. Iconic.
They didn't. They should have been. They cheated. They cheated.
Oh, for God's sake! All right, let's move.
I don't really understand why that's even like a.
No, that's all right. You've lost the argument with that comment. Next one. Who are you going? Mbappe, Haaland?
Haaland.
Let me hear it.
And this all depends, in my opinion, of whether Haaland stays in the Premier League or not. Because if he does, he's going to break the Premier League scoring record.
We're not going to do the future. No, we're not doing the future. We're doing it right now. Who's the better player? Who's going to define the next era? Like, based on what we've seen so far.
It's hard to say because they're both probably, in my opinion, they're probably the best two forwards in the world.
I don't think they're the best two forwards in the world anymore. That's my opinion. I think they were. I think something can be said about that PSG front three. Yamal.
What you think?
I'm throwing that in there.
When I say forwards, I mean centre. When I say forwards, I mean centre forwards.
Okay, fine. But the thing is, like, as you know, the game kind of changed a little bit, right? Curtis, we're talking about Mbappe, Haaland, right? And I'm like, Ty said, well, he made a statement they're the best two forwards in the world right now. I don't know if when we say forwards, for me, I'm including Yamal in that conversation, even though he might not be technically a centre forward.
Yeah, I think so, because I think if you're debating who's best player in the world, he'll be up there. And I think because of the Messi, Ronaldo, era in the past, I think it redefined what a forward is, and like, you can play on the wing and score goals almost like a forward. So I think you can include him in that argument. And I think that's the thing with Haaland. He's a bit, because he's quite tall, he's quite stocky, he's very like muscular and stuff. He's known more for his like aerial threat, and sometimes people accuse him of not being a complete footballer like an Mbappe or whoever. So I suppose that's the thing. I think we've got to include all sorts of forwards, but I don't think Haaland will be as influential as Mbappe or even Yamal.
And I think, do you know what Haaland's biggest problem is? Is Haaland plays for Man City. I just think that no one can, like. There's only certain clubs you can play for, and people care about what you're doing. Like, it doesn't matter what Haaland does at Man City. It's like you play for Man City. Like, you play for Man City, and there's no disrespect to Man City fans out there, all 18 of you, but sorry, 17 and a half of you. He plays for Man City. Mbappe plays for Real Madrid, bro. And like Blade has said, Mbappe's already cemented his name as a legend in the history from his World Cup performance in 2018 and in 2022. Like, he scored a hat trick in a final, bro. How many players can say they've scored a hat trick in a World Cup final?
I still lost.
It's a bit hard as well for Haaland as well. He's not from a big footballing nation. I think that's what people were trying to say about Salah as well, being from Egypt. I think when you're not playing for a big footballing country, it's difficult to have that impact internationally. So
definitely.
But it's still valid. Obviously, like, he plays well internationally, he plays well at club level. It's still a valid argument, and unfortunately, that's Haaland's thing. I think because he's not from a big nation, and also he plays Man City, and also his build and the type of player he is. When you're like built like that, it's difficult to be all really techie like the sort of shorter guys have a lower center of gravity.
And he's rapid for someone who's 6'5". He is rapid, bro.
He is rapid. Look, I feel like Haaland is literally another cheat code. Like, you got literally Pep. You had KDB, arguably the best ever midfielder ever, Premier League wise. You had just probably one of the best footballing systems you could ever be a part of. So it's a bit of a cheat code. So I feel like it's harder on Mbappe to judge him against that. But I think internationally you can't even judge both of them because it's like one of them plays for fucking Norway,
Yeah,
and the other one plays for like a prime French team.
And I'm pretty sure this is the first time in Norway's history they've ever qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah, but if they've got a man like Odegaard in that team, that's not saying much. You know what I mean? So,
well, the thing is, Odegaard's not in that team anyway because he's freaking injured.
he can't get in that team.
No, he's injured.
Oh, them ones.
Yeah, I mean, like outside of Haaland, who else have Norway got? Oscar Bob?
No, they got some other Donny that's doing well. Oh, who was it? They have got someone, and I think he's in the Premier League. They've got someone that's decent.
Are you talking about
not on that level, but like not far off that level?
Let me look at the Norway squad because I know
they
they've got
Norgard or shit.
No, Norgard is Danish, bro. Let me look at the Norway squad right now. No, he's got on transfer mark. All right, so they've got. Let me see if I know any of these players. Yeah, I don't know none of these pricks, bro. Oscar Bob, Haaland, Strand Larsen, Odegaard. Yeah, I don't know. They got that centre back that plays for Brentford as well. They got a left back that plays for Wolves. Got a defensive midfielder that plays for Fulham as well.
Yeah.
Some player that plays for Nusa. I didn't know he was Norwegian. He is icy. Mixed race skills and pace, bro. This guy's got mixed race skills and pace, bro.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest flop? What does that mean? Who's the biggest? What does that mean?
I guess that means signing player that didn't live up to their potential. I mean, I got some suggestions.
Of all time?
Lukaku for me. I mean, that man was.
No, that's a terrible shout. That's a terrible.
That he was sourcing up the Premier League. Then we bought him. Lukaku just underachieved on so many levels, man.
Bro, this guy just won a title. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the Premier League.
Yeah, but that's flop. You mean the biggest flop in the Premier League or just in general?
Let's go with the Premier League.
All right.
Who's biggest flop, sorry? In your opinion, biggest
signing in the Premier League that was a flop.
Don't know, Pogba maybe?
Pogba?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's up there. I'm not gonna lie, because Pogba for me, if I look at like the other day, I actually put on the highlights of Pogba, yeah, and I'm like, yo, he was different. Like some of the passes, some of the goals, everything. But in terms of his net contribution to Man United, nah. His net contribution. Højlund?
Maybe.
He's not even, bro. He's too shit to even be part of the conversation. Like, it's got to be someone that has actual talent that doesn't. Like, he's never had talent, in my opinion. I've never seen anything. You know.
It's a good show.
No, not Balotelli.
And it's got to be someone that's obviously
for Liverpool, yeah.
Their career. So I feel like
because remember Balotelli came to Liverpool and he scored one goal. I remember he scored one goal against Ludogorets. He scored one goal against Ludogorets, yeah, and that was it. That was it. But at the same time,
yeah,
Balotelli has the greatest assist of all time. Balotelli,
he's got moments. Exactly. There you go. He basically, without that pass, they wouldn't have won the league. I know Aguero scored it, but I can't put back, bro. I'm sorry. Anyone who scores a goal like that against Germany and takes his top off.
Maybe.
You don't remember that game? Do you remember that game where he banged that goal in? Oh, days, that was so. And that's what I said. Going back to that Pep thing quickly. That's what I mean about football. It's lost that. It's lost exactly that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's facts. It's big.
Blade.
Facts, man.
Yeah, Blade. Anthony never had any ball, bro. Zero testosterone. In fact, he's got too much testosterone and no ability. That's literally Anthony.
Fair.
the worst signing in Premier League history, Anthony,
I,
for sure.
I saw a tweet about Anthony. I think he done the goal celebration when he puts the ball under his belly, like his wife pregnant or something. And somebody said he's celebrating not because his wife is pregnant, but because his next goal will come in 9 months' time.
I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah.
Funny,
These football tweets are savage, though. I mean,
honestly,
really
the
savage.
internet is undefeated, bro. The internet is completely undefeated, bro.
I think if I was a
Nah.
modern footballer, I'd be crying. I'd be the therapist too.
For me, if I was a modern day footballer, I wouldn't have social media. I would not have
Yeah, I
social
think
media.
just like delete
Unless
it
I
all.
was like Mbappe, Haaland, Kane level, and I was just balling week in, week out, I would not have social media, bro.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Is Brazil's 2002 team the greatest ever assembled? Boy.
No, it's not. It's not.
Boy.
It's not. Do you want me to tell you why it's not? Because it's not technically it's not an assembled team.
We know what in terms of a team that's
I'm being pedantic, yeah, but like I don't like the idea of a national team being the best assembled team because they weren't really assembled, really.
Okay. We're talking about the best national team ever to play.
Oh, okay. If you're talking about the best national
that's what we're
team,
talking about.
Yeah,
the best national team to play a international tournament. So you got 2002 Brazil. Other candidates for me. What was that Argentina team that scored that mad goal? Was it like 100 passes or some shit? I don't think they ended up winning it, but that was a sick team. I think the one with Aguero, Messi, Tevez, all those guys in there.
Low key, Tevez is one of my favorite players, by the way. Low key, for no reason, by the way. I just love
obviously you got the Spain team.
Yeah,
that Spanish team.
2010 Spain team.
Yeah, that team was up there, boy. That team was definitely up there. But
yeah, maybe France '98 as well. France '98.
I'm just looking at the stats. So that Brazil 2002 team, 7 wins, no draws, no losses, scored 18, conceded 4 in a World Cup. I mean, I don't know if you're beating that, boys.
Germany 2014 was quite crazy. Like they thrashed Brazil 7-1.
Yeah,
that 2014.
I don't think that team was like. I don't think that team was like anything special for me. I think it was a decent team. Oh, mate, Blaze.
Which team is talking about?
Stop that now, mate. Those Jogo Bonito adverts, man. I remember being a kid, yeah. I must have been about 7. And there was this Frosties advert, yeah. And it was like a Jogo Bonito one. And it was like little kids playing on the beach. And then like Robinho, Kaká, and Ronaldinho are just doing... Bro! Oh! It's so... Oh, my days, bro. Like, those Jogo Bonito adverts were just unbelievable. And I remember they used to have this like music in the background. It was like, Mexico. Oh, it was so good, man. So good.
I just remember the Nike advert. Do you remember the Figo? Was it the Portugal and Brazil advert? That was funny. That was really good.
Do you know what? There's a Jogo Bonito advert, yeah. It's on YouTube. I watch it like probably once a year. And it's have you seen it? It's Zlatan versus Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
And Cantona goes, "Can you beat this?" And then he looks at Ronaldo doing like all the skills, and Zlatan does the skills, and he goes, "Mes a mí," and he chucks to the ball and goes, "On guard." It's so good.
But this is what I mean. Even the marketing of like football, I can go on and on.
Yeah, the marketing for football now is dead, bro. Like the marketing is dead. Like back then, the marketing was crazy. There was a Jogo Bonito advert where Thierry Henry's wearing these like red and silver total 90s, and he like flicks the ball behind it. He's behind the goal, and he flicks it on the back of his heel, and it goes in the. Oh my god, bro! Like these youngers don't understand how good football was, man.
Yeah, the kits were better as well. Like if you look at the old kits, they just had more originality. A lot of the new ones, I think they've had to kind of, give that whole retro vibe, like bring back a lot of the old classics.
It's true. And you know what? While we're on that subject, I'm going to say this right now, and this is going to piss off a lot of Spurs fans, yeah? But do you know that Spurs don't actually have one good kit? One good classic kit. Like, I can name you Man United kits that are good. I can name you Newcastle kits that are good. I can even name you a Portsmouth kit that's good. I can name you Arsenal kits. We had the best classic kits, man. Sega, Dreamcast. Oh! the blue Dreamcast kit. Don't chat to me. Bro, seeing Burkamp, yeah, cold breath in the fucking thing with the Sega, like chatting to Henri. Oh my days, bro. Don't
Chat
piss
to
me off,
Henri.
bro. Don't chat to me, bro. Don't chat to me, man. Don't chat to me.
I mean, look, when it comes to kits, obviously, you know, I feel like United have had iconic kits in the past.
Sharp, AIG, Zurich, you've had some good kits, man.
I feel like Chelsea have had some good kits. I feel like
Arsenal. Auto Glass, Samsung, T-Mobile, Fly Emirates as well. That was a good one they had. There's actually it's a bit of a newer kit, but there's actually a kit that Chelsea had that I did like. I did like the Japanese Yokohama tires one. I did like that
was
one.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, that was a clean kit. It's a clean kit, yeah.
I think Chelsea have had some of the best ones. Chelsea, I think Liverpool as well have had some good ones.
Yeah, trying to
Carlsberg,
think. Liverpool, Carlsberg, the third kit. Oh, I had that kit as a kid. That white and green Carlsberg. Oh, bro. Cold kit. Listen, 09-010, Carlsberg home shirt, Fernando Torres, evening fixture, slightly raining, total 90 laser twos. What? And I'm not even a Liverpool fan, by the way, but boy, that's just.
Thing is, that's what. Yeah, we definitely did get Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea fan. But I can't. To be honest with you, I don't remember because they don't change that much for me enough. For me to notice. Like, I've never been a football kit guy, but I feel like Spurs.
Not much you can do, to be fair. It's even like Real Madrid; they're really iconic, but they have some nice kits too, Real Madrid. But
for me, Real Madrid kits are just very samey, man. They're very samey.
I think when it's white, when it's just plain white, it's hard to do anything with it. To be fair,
yeah, it's hard. The same with Spurs. That's why I said Spurs don't have any good classic kits because they're just white, bro. It's just like there's not really much you can do with it.
I don't know. Kappa, they had a Kappa one. That was it. But even that looked a bit plain, I suppose.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Nations? What do you guys think about the Nations League? I don't know, man.
Nations League is just. It's just money, bro. It's just money. It's just more competitions, more money, more. It's just FIFA trying to squeeze obviously every penny.
Obviously, it was brought in because everyone, even the players, me, like fans, we were complaining about international football being pointless. So they brought it in to make it a bit more competitive. But are we still watching it? I'm not.
I'll be honest with you. I've not watched a single Nations League game since it started.
Yeah,
I think maybe just the final, like Spain-Portugal. Those tend to be good games. Those two teams. I don't know why. I think they really kind of hate each other. So it's. I think it's good in a way because like otherwise
you think it's an improvement. You think it's an improvement on what before we had that? Do you think it's been a net improvement or not?
I would say, to be fair, I think it's a slight.
You could just scrap the whole thing. Yeah. Just do I don't know, anything else.
Yeah, I think it's a slight improvement. I think it does make international football a little bit more interesting. I think the trouble with international football, it just takes so long for a tournament to come along. You have to wait like 2 years for like a Euros or a World Cup, and then the qualifyings are just pathetic. You're watching England versus Andorra or San Marino or whatever, and you're like, what am I doing with my life?
I think what they should do, to make international football a bit more interesting, is like the top ranking teams shouldn't have to play qualifiers. Like, for example, England, Germany, France, all these. But then at the same time, let me play devil's advocate. Sometimes big teams don't make it through the qualifiers, and it makes it more interesting. Like, say, like a Greece or Turkey, a Sweden or Norway, a flipping Ghana, a flipping Togo. One of these random countries will get through, and it generates hype. So. Like Ghana finishing third in the 2010 World Cup will always for me will be like nuts. Like Asamoah Gyan was just a demon in that tournament, and then he got his move to. I remember he moved to Sunderland after that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I think you still have to get them to qualify just because you've seen big teams like Italy and Holland recently like fail to qualify, and it sucks when you don't have those teams there, even if they're not the best version of themselves, because they're such big footballing nations. I always want to see like the big footballing nations compete. I think what I heard rumors about was they were going to do something with South American teams playing more competitive fixtures against European sides. So I heard something about that.
A South American European competition or like an African European competition or like a tri-brid or a hybrid, but not quite World Cup, like a tri-brid hybrid competition. That for me, that would be exciting to watch because like I've said, I'm not really a big fan of international football. And the world, like I said, I love the World Cup. Everybody loves the World Cup. Like you said earlier, everybody loves the World Cup. But Euros.
You know what, boys? I'll make it really simple. We all want to watch the best football games at all time. International football, I don't like. With respect to like, these mid teams like Latvia and like just the shit teams that England for some reason constantly play at Wembley Stadium. That when I'm coming back from a night out or something on a Thursday night, coming home, and I'm seeing 100,000 people coming to my train, and they're coming to watch England versus Latvia. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, how sad is your life to be watching that on a Thursday night? Like, come on, man. So my proposal: we get all the big major international teams in a league. That's it. England, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, France. Just the big one, and then that's it. And they just play each other. Can we not just do that? The top 10 ranked international teams. Can we not just do that?
Nah, do you know the problem with that?
So basically a Premier League for international teams.
Do you know what? That's not a good idea.
Division 1, Division 2.
That sounds a bit like the Super League, and then all the other little nations will get together and complain. That's the thing with football. You have to have the meritocracy.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Now, who cares?
No, because what I just said earlier as well. Like, you like to see the upsets, bro. Greece winning the Euros in what, 02?
Ty, you keep the Nations League, but you change it to an FA Cup format. So they got to play and then it's knockout. Nah?
So I don't know.
I don't know.
I think here's what you could do. You could do something like the Confederations Cup, maybe expand it, have people invited or something like that. Like if there's a country you want to expand football in, you're hosting it. Like we had the Club World Cup and it was kind of dry all the time because you'd have one team from Europe, the Champions League winning team. Then you got all these other countries from different continents. And the European side's going to win it every time. So they kind of expanded that competition, the Club World Cup, even though it was a bit of a flop in the US because the Americans don't really take to football that much. They're more interested than they used to be.
I enjoyed the Club World Cup, by the way.
I did actually. I did kind of like it. It's just, I think in America, I didn't do as well as people I think would have hoped because America, they got baseball, they got basketball. It's a generation thing, a tradition thing there. So football's more popular in America now. I think you see people wearing jerseys and stuff.
Mate, dude, like soccer is way more like popular in America than it's ever had been before.
Yeah,
but
also, Americans are just not gonna like anything. Like you gotta force it down them for like years before they like it.
Pause.
What about pause? Biggest pause on that. What about the next one? Our transfer control or fair market reflection? I mean, transfer fees.
I mean, look, let me jump into this one straight away because there's a player that we've been linked with for £100 million, and I'm not happy about it. I rate the player, and I think they're cold, but they're not worth 100 million Great British White Women.
Oh, I want to know who this is right now. Who is it?
It's Anton Semenyo.
Oh, come on, he's not that bad. 100 million? Nah, who's that?
That's what Bournemouth want for him because he signed a new contract.
This is craziness. What? That's crazy, man.
I know.
It's crazy how everyone's worth more than Cristiano Ronaldo was when Real Madrid signed him, which is mad. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like even for me as an Arsenal fan, I don't think Declan Rice is worth 105 million. I think he's worth like 80 to 90, but 105. But it's not really Declan Rice. I don't think any player is worth these money. I don't think any player is worth this crazy.
What you
money,
got to think about though, Ty, is like basically the profile of player Declan Rice is in terms of the league at that point. For his age range, he was the best option. He's clearly, I think, because he's English, is even more.
Yeah, English tax. That's definitely true.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, the price. The price doesn't reflect. It's just the market. It's just like how wealthy these clubs are. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it could be 100 million, it could be 10 million. It's just gonna go up. In terms of like out of control, I don't think it's out of control. Because what's that thing called? Where it's like fair play, but there's a word for it.
Financial fair play.
Yeah, but there's a word for it. Though.
Financial fair play, FFP.
FFP. Yeah, FFP. Sorry. Yeah. So without that, then yeah, I'd say it's out of control. But saying that, what Saudi Arabia are doing, I mean, Yeah, that's a problem. I think we should discuss Saudi Arabia because,
Well,
if we can't control this influx of money coming from Saudi Arabia, boy, we're gonna lose the Premier League.
well,
Trying
the
to
thing
get us
is,
killed. They got money, those guys.
What's
I
that?
suppose with Saudi Arabia because I think they don't have the same regulations as FFP, hence why
But is
they're.
that not an issue though? I mean, I think that's
no,
a
I don't
big
think
issue.
it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem
It's a bit
because
like the Chinese
let's
Super
be
League,
honest.
but it's going to stay longer because these guys are
Yeah,
crazy about football over there.
exactly.
And they got way
Again,
more money. Let's be real.
yeah,
Pop
and I
into
think for
football.
me, like the Saudi league is good because you can bin off your players for exorbitant amounts of money, and that money
Yeah,
can be
but
recycled.
Ty, you ain't gonna be saying that when you know, I don't even know any name. One of these clubs come up and be like, "Yo, we want Saka, 400 million right now. Saka, you're
Yeah,
on 4 million a week."
yeah.
That's
Zero
when
out
it
of
becomes. That's when it's gonna become an issue.
0 out of 10 rage bait, bro. I'll tell you why that's 0 out of 10 rage bait
No, but
because
it's not rage, but I'm saying it could happen. Why could that not happen if they could take prime
because
Saka?
because Saka's not going to leave Arsenal to go play in the desert, bro.
What if they offer him like 10 mil a week?
He's not gonna. He doesn't care about that.
Okay, Is there another player that's like super talented that would go?
Yeah,
That you
like
could
for
get?
example, John Duran went for like 700k a week. Yeah, but that's because John Duran has come from a very, 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 very poor background, and he's got like 10 siblings living in Colombia in the slums. So it's different.
Oh, you
He's
know
20.
what?
He's 21, so he can stay in Saudi for 4 years, gets 80 million, which I think his contract is worth. After he
Yeah.
gets 80 million, he can come back to the Prem when he's 24, bro.
He's already come back to Europe. He went to
Already,
Turkey already. Yeah,
really?
Wow.
yeah.
Well, there you
He went
go.
to
Well, there you go.
Fenerbahce. Yeah.
I didn't know he actually
It's,
was. I didn't even know he was back in Europe.
I'm telling you, living in Saudi Arabia must be depressing because Gerard, when he was managing there, he was living in Bahrain, where they're a bit more like relaxed. It's it's not the best
Yo,
place to live. It's quite boring.
what happened to
Even
CVG? Is he still out
even
there?
Ronaldo, they made an exception for
No,
him because
he's
he's not
not.
allowed to bring
He's a
his
free agent.
partner unless he's married. But they made an
Yeah,
Yo, I
exception for
never want to
Ronaldo.
see Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard manage a team again. I'm done with
yeah.
that era, man.
I'm gonna let you guys tuck into this question. I'm just gonna quickly go to the kitchen, quick.
Top
Kurdish.
2 favorite players of all time. Damn it, that's hard. Isn't it?
What we're gonna do? Yeah, top three. We're gonna do one. We're gonna do in reverse order. So you're gonna give me your number three. I'm gonna give you my number three, and then two,
Okay.
and then one. Yeah. Have you got
Okay.
your three?
Oh, this is tough.
I got
Okay, yeah, I
two
got
of
my
my
three.
three. I got two of my three.
All right, you go first.
No, I haven't got. I got number one. I got number two. I'm thinking about my number three. Wait, give me a second.
Oh,
It's
okay,
between
cool.
two players. Oh, I got my number three. You let me know when you're done. We're talking
Favorite
about
players.
favorite players, yeah, not who we think is the best. We're talking about our
Not the best, but
personal
your favorite. Oh, damn, this is
favorite
tough.
and why. Yeah, so you got to think about it. I got my three. I got my three.
Yeah, I think we need like a top 3 favorite players, maybe top 3 cult players of all time. That would be good. Okay, so top 3. So number 3, I've got. What's going to be tough,
Don't
man?
give me all three. Just give me your three for now. Number three.
Well, just the third one.
Yeah, then I'll say my third. We'll debate them.
Okay, cool. Brazilian Ronaldo.
Brazilian Ronaldo. Okay.
At 3, that's a bit harsh, but yeah,
I'm
he's
going.
good.
I'm going with Portugal Ronaldo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'll open the floor to you. You got 30 seconds to talk about why he's your favorite Ronaldo.
Yeah, I like Ronaldo. I think just he just encompassed that whole Brazil team in like the early 2000s, late 90s. Yeah, golden boy of like Brazilian football. That goal he scored for Barcelona when he was there for a season. His years at Inter Milan where he's just destroying like Lazio and stuff. He's just such an iconic player. And I think if you look at any striker, like they ask them like, "What's your player you look to growing up?" Wayne Rooney. A lot of these players, Ibrahimovic even, who's got the biggest ego ever, they will say like the Brazilian Ronaldo. And he's just an amazing player. He does things. He was big, he was powerful, and he could really dribble. He could do it all basically. I think just injuries hampered his career. Otherwise, he would have been like probably like the GOAT, like the best of all time.
I think, yeah, you make a good argument. Unfortunately, my man did not make my top three. But I think he is undoubtedly a GOAT. Just for being part of that 2002 World Cup team alone, puts him in like another level. Let alone what he did for Madrid, Inter. I mean, he played at all the top clubs, won it all. Yeah, but obviously going to my guy. So, by the way, Ty, just letting you know the question. So you can think about it while we do give our answer now. But we both have our top three. We're doing it in order. So we're doing third place first. So he said R9.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm saying R9 is not in my top three. I'm going CR7 for my top three, for my third place.
For your third?
For my third place. No, but this is favorite. This is favorite all time.
Yes, favorite. It's favorite.
So when I'm done, I don't want to hear your top three. I want to hear your third place. You say your third, and that's it. So,
all right, cool.
Let me give you my 35, 40 seconds. I mean, what more can be said about my man? He's won everything. Bro, literally the most incredible goals, the mentality monster. He lifts everyone around him. He's easily done more for football in terms of raising the profile of football globally than any other footballer, maybe outside of Messi, but I think he's done more. I think in terms of an athlete, not enough gets said about his athleticism. I think he's raised the bar for like anyone who thinks their career is done at 33, 34. Hell no. If you look after yourself, you can still play till 38, 39. He's still got that hunger, desire. Won it at United,
by the way.
won it at Madrid, won it for Portugal. Wherever he goes, he's a winner. And he's just iconic football skill, like iconic goals. So, yeah. By the way, before I pass it over to Ty, has CR7 made it into either of your top threes? Just so I'm aware.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Curtis, before you get Ty says it, Curtis, why is CR7 not in your top three?
Because the question's like your favorite three players of all time. And I don't like him at Man United when he was diving and rolling around all the time. But he is like, if you ask me top three best players of all time, I'd put him there for sure.
But you support Arsenal, so you're not allowed to have the argument about players falling over and complaining all the time. That's literally your DNA. That's literally your DNA. Anyway, Ty, your top three.
This is really, really hard because I've changed it.
Well, your third, not your top three. I want your
Yeah, no, I'm saying I've changed it. As you were speaking. So my third is actually Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Cristiano Ronaldo, for me, behind these two players, if these two players didn't exist, he'd be my number one. But I just love Cristiano Ronaldo. The goals, the skills, the free kicks, the icon, the winner. Everywhere he's gone, he's the free kicks, the moments. I just think for me, he's just a special player. And as a person who doesn't particularly like Messi, I don't dislike Messi. I'm not like a Messi a fanboy. But I've just always loved Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Like I remember seeing 18-year-old high intensity dribbling Ronaldo, like all the different Ronaldos, noodle hair Ronaldo, 07, 08 Ballon d'Or, all the different Ronaldos I can think of. Juventus ponytail Ronaldo, the different Ronaldos. He's just an icon, great player, techie, skillful, long shooting, pace. The 40-yarder versus Porto, I can't honestly, fucking hell, bro. Just an unbelievable human being. Not even a footballer, an unbelievable human being.
Just
and
on
for
that
me,
point, Messi I've never seen Messi score outside of 20 yards. Just put it out there.
Yeah. And just an amazing human being. And for me, I'm going to say this right now. He's bigger than the NBA. Just him alone. Cristiano Ronaldo is bigger than the NBA.
Talk about it.
There's nothing to talk about.
Global levels. All right, I think that's, to be fair, between all three of us, that's pretty solid, the number three picks. Kurdish, you want to give me your number two and why?
We've already talked about him, but Zidane, again, he's just like a player. You could just watch and look highlights on YouTube. Just grew up, I think, watching, I suppose, players from the early 2000s as well. late 90s. So yeah, Zidane would be in that sort of era, and just nostalgia. And he's just such a magician on the ball. Like he makes it look so easy. You can just watch endless YouTube clips of him just skilling up teams. Like watch him against Portugal, like for France, just completely owning that team. So yeah, he's like the way he just takes the ball, caresses the ball. He's like some sort of magician, like it's like playing ballet. The way he's twisting all the time. That's something he was used to do when he was playing. He's always like twisting, doing the spin. But yeah, I think Zidane probably, just a magician.
I'm not gonna lie. Zidane is definitely an honourable mention. Didn't make it in my top three, unfortunately. But I will say Zidane.
He
Without
deserves it
Zidane,
for the headbutt alone.
You wouldn't have got the iconic head loss / headbutt moments. And honestly, managerial wise, killed it. Player wise, killed it. Obviously, we don't really hear much from him because he don't really speak English, but he's probably a good guy as well. My number 2, boys. I'll be real with you. If this man is not in your top, if he's not your number 1 coach, I don't think he will be. But if he's not in your top 3, Ty, I think you boys need to go back to the drawing room. Unquestionably, outside of one player, the most entertaining footballer ever, Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho is literally. I mean,
okay, do you want to hear my Ronaldinho hot take?
Wait. Let me finish.
Then
you can hit me with it straight after.
Right,
go on, hit me with it now. Go on.
All right, this is my Ronaldinho hot take. If Ronaldinho in his peak, when he was in his peak, wasn't partying and doing gear, he'd be on the same level as Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah,
you got to remember, this guy wasn't going to training.
That's a fact. But the thing is, Ty, what you need to understand is before Ronaldo and Messi, there was nothing to even compare those stats to. Like at the time, 2002, that's when it started for me. That World Cup, that goal against England, just what he was doing. I was like, yo, this is like entertainment. This is like a symphony. This is different, you know? If you watch his highlights, there's no actual, apart from one player. Actually, no, I think he's got better highlights than my number 1. But I think in terms of how he played football, what he was doing, I don't think Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, Messi kind of was on that level, but I think he eclipsed Messi. In fact, if anything, I think Messi learned that from Ronaldinho. If I want to be real with you, because at the time when Ronaldinho was coming through and on his way out, Messi was rising up. So there's no way that Messi wasn't influenced by Ronaldinho at Barcelona. Obviously, World Cup, Champions League, won everything. And for me, Ty, I hear what you're saying, but he completed football. He completed football, bro. In 4 years, he did it. So if he doesn't want to stick around and score 500 goals in a career, I don't blame him. Go enjoy your life.
Bro, no, I'm not even being funny, bro. Man was doing no-look passes in Champions League semi-finals.
Crazy. And imagine if you were around that time, 2000 2005, and you're on Pro Evo or FIFA, you're playing Ronaldinho and you're just dunning up everyone. I didn't even care about the other players on the pitch. I just wanted to bro, that guy's skill level should have been 10 stars. Everyone else should have been 6, 7.
Bro, man could do an air flip flap. He could do a flip flap in the. What the fuck?
I think
he was unreal. He was a brilliant player.
In terms of skill,
he was I can't explain what Ronaldo did. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, Ronaldinho.
That's facts, Blade. That's facts.
It's just he. In my opinion, he is arguably the greatest. He's just he made me want to be a footballer, bro. He made me want to be a footballer.
For me, he's in that. That's why he's in my number 2. I was going to ask you, boys, is he in your? Obviously, Curtis is not in your number 1, is he?
Yeah, he's my next pick.
He's gonna. Sorry, I'm not gonna ruin that. Shouldn't have said that.
Ronaldinho is
Spoilers,
the Joga Benito, the Nike Tiempos with the gold ticks, he always used to have 80 on his back because he was born in 1980. The long hair.
What about the FIFA covers? What about the FIFA covers?
Honestly, he's just so iconic. Like he's so iconic. And I remember, I don't know if you saw this, yeah. One time he came to South London, yeah, like when he was old, like he must have been like 40 or something, yeah, retired potbelly. Bro, people were going nuts. People were going nuts, man. Like he's just special.
Also, you talk about kind of like aura, yeah. Obviously, all the players we talked about so far unquestionably got aura, but you're talking about a special type of aura there, you know.
Oh man,
right. Ty, I want to hear your number 2, G.
Yeah, my number 2 is Ronaldinho, bro. Like,
you're all right, cool.
Yeah, that's why I'm just kind of like transposing into what you're saying, because Ronaldinho, like I said, in my opinion, he'd be the greatest player of all time if he wasn't smashing girls and smashing gear, like, and not training and not turning up to training. So
to be fair, Maradona did that. He was considered the GOAT. I mean, he still is considered the GOAT.
But I think Ronaldinho was extremely, like, he was like smashing gear and smashing girls and smashing parties. Like, I think there was a I can't remember if it was when he was at AC Milan, but I think there was an interview with maybe Ancelotti. I can't remember who the AC Milan manager was at the time, but he was basically saying that he used to have deals with Ronaldinho that if he scored or got an assist in a game, he was allowed to skip training. Like, it was just insane, bro. It was just insane.
Oh, guys, did you hear this funny story? I think it was like at AC Milan. So you remember Alexander Pato?
Yeah.
So he comes to AC Milan and there's Kaká there. There's I think there was like the Brazilian Ronaldo there briefly when his career was declining. So he goes to Kaká and Kaká's like, here's the Bible, read the Bible. And he goes to Brazilian Ronaldo. It was like, here's a Playboy magazine. And he chose the Playboy magazine. He chose Ronaldo. So his career went, didn't have the great career either. But yeah, there's a lot of Brazilian footballers.
I don't blame my brother.
Like Romario, was it Romario? He was like that too. That was a guy in like the 80s and 90s. He was a top player, but like I think it was Johan Cruyff told him, he said, if you score 2 goals, I'll let you go to Rio Carnival. And he scored 2 goals and went to the Carnival.
No, he banged the hat trick. He banged the hat trick.
Oh, he banged the hat trick, actually. Thank you, What a player.
Because you sent me the video the other day. He banged the hat trick.
Yeah, there's some crazy Brazilian footballers, but the craziest Brazilian footballer of all time is this guy you wouldn't have heard of. He's called Edmundo.
No, never heard of him.
So basically, his nickname was the Animal, because in '98 when Ronaldo had that the Brazilian Ronaldo in the final had that convulsion, he had that fit and he wasn't supposed to play in the final. They were supposed to start Edmundo, but he was so crazy they wanted to start Ronaldo even though he was ill instead. So look up this guy on YouTube. He's crazy. Like, he was with Fiorentina when they had Batistuta and Rui Costa. And like they were nearly going to win Serie A, and he left halfway mid-season because he went to go back to Brazil, became homesick, and wanted to just go to the Carnival. But he was just such a crazy player. He's got crazier stories, and he joined like his boyhood club, I think, about 4 or 5 times. But he's even crazier than all of those footballers. Yeah, you've got to have like top 10 crazy Brazilian footballers.
He's in his 60s right now, and he's bagging some 22-year-old, man. He's nuts, bro.
Mario's crazy too.
I need to check it. All right, so Curtis, you obviously you're number 1 Ronaldinho, right?
Always, yes.
Yeah. Did you want to say some final points? Because we have been sucking this man off for like the last 10 minutes.
I think Ronaldinho, just the name alone, it's just Ronaldinho Gaucho, man. Is the one. He's the one. The buck teeth magician. What can you say?
Well, I disagree, boys, because my number 1.
I bet I can guess your number 1. I bet I can guess your number 1.
Without doubt. Because I think I had my man Ty. As soon as I walk out, I had my man Ty giving props to Ferguson, and I like that. I don't like debating fans that can't, I don't like debating fans that can't acknowledge each other's rival, goats. But for me, boys, I've seen enough. I've seen enough, man. I've seen enough.
Thierry Henry.
There's no other. For me. Obviously, on the Premier League, I feel like that's not even a debate. I think Henry is the GOAT Premier League player. But I'm honestly going to say he's better than R9. I'm honestly going to say he's better than CR7. I'm going to say he's better than Messi. I'm going to say he's the greatest of all time, man. It's Henry, man.
Okay.
It's Henry.
We might as well do the same because I got the same number 1. Je m'appelle Thierry.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry.
In fact, let's just make this a whole Henry set for the next 5 minutes. Let's just make a Thierry Henry segment. Let's do it. We got to do a Thierry. We got to do a viral Thierry Henry short right now. So your best arguments for Henry. I want to hear it. Why is he the GOAT?
Thierry Henry is a striker, and he still to this day holds the Premier League assist record in one season. 20 assists in one season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, obviously, Arsenal's highest goal scorer with, I think, a combined total of 228 goals and 175 Premier League goals, I believe. Number 3, and this one's just a bit of a silly one, yeah, but like, as a young black kid growing up, yeah, I just wanted to be Thierry Henry. The amount of times I used to wear Arsenal shirts, open my body up and slot it bottom corner and go, Henry! In my head all the time, bro.
I can imagine you in your room doing fake French accents and shit. I can see it.
Bro, like it's like, for me, it's like Thierry Henry and Goku on the same level for me in terms of like influence.
Just go.
It's like I was doing Kamehamehas in the mirror, and I was doing like Henry bottom corners in my room, like when I was a kid. Like
for me, you got. I mean, this is another great debate. I don't know how many sports you guys watch, but I watch a lot. In terms of like, you know, artistry in the sport, you got Federer when it comes to tennis.
Yep.
You got.
Oh, sorry, I wanted to give a shout out to Gael Monfils, by the way. I love Gael Monfils, by the way.
Oh, what? Hey, my guy, another French legend. Come on,
Gael Monfils, man. 6'5" and was running around like he was 5'10".
Yeah, no, he was the guy. I think Henry, for me, if I had to give 3 arguments, outside of what Ty is saying, you know, let's just talk about the goals. You know, man, like, where do you want to begin? Like, just shot from everywhere. The pace, the link-up play with Perez, Bergkamp, all these players, Zidane, don't matter who it was. Like, Henry, when he was on fire, there's no defender alive, dead or alive, that can stop him, in my opinion. You can't stop that kind of pace. There's no. Maybe there's a couple I can think of, like maybe a Roberto Carlos would have been a huge. I would have loved to see that back in the day. But I just think in terms of, you know, like outside of just the goals, I just think in terms of personality, like the guy is just oozing charisma, left, right, center. Like you watch him on punditry, but like, you know, even in person, like I can imagine him just being like one of those characters that you need in the dressing room.
Yeah,
I think, to be honest with you, I think, yeah, I mean, obviously we got Shearer at number 1. We got, I believe Henry is like, probably like 8th or 9th on the list. But if you think about when he retired, you think about that Arsenal team he walked into, that wasn't like a, you know, team that was winning loads of shit before. When he came and when Wenger came, it was like for 2, 3, 4 years, you couldn't fuck with that Arsenal team.
Bro, let me just say this, and I have to say this moment right
Invincibles.
here. Invincibles. No, not even the Invincibles, bro. This moment right here. It was 1-1 versus Wigan, yeah? Thierry Henry took a free kick, yeah? Scored the free kick, hit the free kick early, hit the post and went in. The referee blew the whistle and said, no, you need to come back like 5 yards. Thierry Henry hit the free kick again. It hits the post.
Video, bro.
Yeah, bro. Let me just play the Bumbleclad video.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What's this? I ain't looking at no. Put the damn video in, man. We got to see this. We got to see these goals. In fact, just put in a little quick 3-minute highlight thing of this Henry goals. Like, come on, we got to talk through some of these goals. Yeah, maximize that.
Hold on, it's lagging, bro. It's lagging hard.
On Facebook, you know, can we not show it in the YouTube video? All right, I got you. Oh, this one. Oh, this free kick. Oh, my days.
And then he says to the referee, is that enough? Is that further enough back? That is disgusting, bro. Is that enough?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You got to pull up. What's that goal he scored when he healed it up and then just turned around and smack? You know the one.
It's the one against, I think it's against Nicky Butt. It's against Man United.
I don't even care if it's against United. That goal is the most. That might be my favourite goal ever.
And I'm pretty sure he scored that. But I'm pretty sure he scored that goal on my birthday as well. 1 second, guys.
Jesus.
That's mad.
It's saucy, man.
Pretty sure it was October 1st, 1999, I think.
Oh. Also,
Wow.
not even counting the playing with Henry on FIFA, Pro Evo. Forget about it.
No, he's a great player. I think, and we
Yeah.
forget as well because of the Messi Ronaldo era. But like, even like I think Messi when Henri came to Barcelona, he said like he was shy, he couldn't really speak to Henri because he's quite starstruck. And I think even Ronaldo, when he nearly joined Arsenal before he signed for Man United, he was linked to Liverpool, I think Arsenal and Manchester United, and I think he visited the Arsenal training ground. I think he said like Henri was like one of his idols as well. So yeah, he was just an amazing player and had a huge impact. Definitely undoubtedly the best ever player the Premier League's ever seen. Arsenal's ever best player, of course. So what a player, man! And he's such a class act, I think, as well. Like some players like outside of football, they do crazy stuff, but Henri's always kind of been solid. He's just such a good personality. I enjoy like listening to him commentate as well. I don't find him like too biased to like Arsenal as well. But probably, yeah, because he was like I think at the club longer. That's probably why he got the captaincy. I don't think he's a bad captain. I think Rice is probably more of an obvious choice though, because
Yeah.
he's more vocal and you can seem like he's a leader on the pitch. I think.
Like, do you know when I knew
you can see him clashing with players.
Do you know when I knew Rice should have been the captain? Yeah, when we played Real Madrid in the second leg and it was
Party
away,
thing,
and Partey got the second yellow card, so he was going to miss the first leg of the PSG game. And Rice just grabbed him and was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bruv? What are you doing?" He was going nuts, and that's what I'm talking
rare.
about.
Like you don't get that in any football club these days. I find like it's very rare to get a player like that.
And that's the type of stuff that I would like expect from like a Roy Keane or a Patrick Vieira. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like. And the thing is, as well, I watch Odegaard sometimes in big games. Odegaard hides a lot. And listen, Ozil is one of my favorite Arsenal players. Yeah, in the Emirates era. Ozil used to hide in big games, but you know the difference between Ozil and Odegaard? Ozil would hide for like 80 minutes and then do a crazy through ball and get a crazy assist, whereas Odegaard is spinning around like a fucking Beyblade, yeah, and passing and getting the ball, nicking the ball off Saliba and then passing it out to Saka. Bro, like I don't hate Odegaard, it's just that he doesn't get utilized properly in his team and he needs to hold bench. I actually think Odegaard is a quality player, but listen, I'm not going to do the league judges, but under this manager, yeah, Robbie, not good enough, Robbie, not good enough.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Odegaard in or out?
Yeah. Say that again.
Odegaard in or out? Next transfer window.
No, in, but he should just not be the captain. Because he hides in big games and he's just not. He's not like for me. I would like. Oh mate, I'd break my face for this club. I'd break my face for this badge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I just feel like hair flicks, snot, like it's just not good enough, man. Like 22, 23 Odegaard, I thought that was a warrior, but since then, man, it's just like Babylon, City, Bomba, it's not been good enough, man. It's not good enough.
All right.
And that's it. So for me,
all right.
I wouldn't say Bin Laden, but he needs to hold bench. For me, Eze in the 10, Wanyeri in the 8, Zubimendi and Rice in the 6. Zubimendi and Rice alternate so that we've got a proper 6 for cover because I don't want to ever see Norgard start in a big game ever. I don't know why we signed that flipping Buzz Lightyear George flipping freak. And also, I want to see Dalman. I want to see that white child on the wing. That's what I want to see as well. The great white hope, mate. The flipping Chelmsford Messi. I want to see this white child on the wing balling out. That's what I want to see.
Who's that again?
Okay. So he's from Essex.
He's a 15-year-old that plays for Arsenal.
Damn once. Okay.
But he's quality. He's quality.
Essex Messi.
Essex Messi, mate.
Yeah.
Is the Euros harder to win than the World Cup? Oof.
Hell no. World Cup. I think people underestimate like other teams as well, like South American teams, African teams as well. Like they really underestimate them. Like I think was it Morocco? They knocked Spain out to one of the tournaments.
I don't think the Euros is harder to win than the World Cup at all.
Yeah, no, I think no, definitely the World Cup.
Is that because the World Cup basically already just fizzles in?
Because let's be honest, yeah, outside of like Germany, France, England, and Spain,
Croatia,
Modric and
Belgium.
friends.
Belgium.
Portugal.
Cristiano
Portugal.
Ronaldo and friends.
Holland.
No, that's
I don't
that's
know. I feel
for
like
Portugal. No, Portugal are a good side, but Portugal.
I don't know. I'm just thinking outside of England, outside of Europe, you got Argentina. Who else?
Brazil. Maybe
Brazil,
Uruguay.
Nah, Brazil dog shit, man.
Uruguay.
Nah.
People forget as well. I think people just think, oh, big names and who's in the squad, but it's also how you play as a team. I remember remember that
What's
World
it
Cup
called?
in Costa Rica where everyone thought they would be the whipping boys and they, I think, topped the group or something.
Oh
They
yeah,
had
sorry, I
Italy.
forgot about. Nah, Morocco do well, innit?
Morocco do bits, man. Morocco do bits, man. They put that beard oil on and they do bits.
And also like a Egypt with like Salah, Mamouche, all these players.
Yeah. And listen, don't forget about the Black Stars, man. Ghana do bits.
Come on, I can never. I mean, that was another question I was looking at. You know, there was another debate about Africa. When do we think we're going to see an African World Cup? Because what's the best ever African performance in the World Cup? Is it like Cameroon or some shit?
What are you talking about? Oh, you mean win the World Cup?
No, I don't think we're ever going to. Look, respectfully, I don't think we're going to see a African
They had
team
South Africa
World
host the
Cup
World Cup.
if I'm being honest. I don't think we'll see that in our lifetime. It's going to take.
No, I think, do you know what? Mourinho said something quite interesting, actually. He said that if you want to see an African nation win the World Cup, then black players that are born in Europe need to represent African teams. And I think that's true.
Did Mourinho say that?
No, bro, Mourinho, listen.
Mourinho,
listen, let me tell you something here about Mourinho. Mourinho is a brother, okay? You feel me? Mourinho's that guy, man. I love Mourinho. Like,
all I had to see was that Essien video. That was it for me. When he was yo, Essien is my son. He's my black baby. I'm like,
yeah, you don't need to finish that sentence, bro. I've seen the clip. You know what? But you know what? On Mourinho, I don't care. Out of all the managers, Mourinho has got the best stories.
I love him.
I'll tell you, this is my favorite Mourinho story, where he's like, he was like, I had 3. It was this big game. It's Serie A. I think Champions League, big game away, first leg. Diego Milito injured. Eto injured. I can't remember what he said. I think it was Cambiasso. It's halftime. I'm playing Mario Balotelli. He's on yellow card. I say, Mario, please. I spent halftime 15 minutes, 14 and a half minutes. Mario, please calm down. If somebody provoke you, please. Minute 46. Red card. That's my favorite Mourinho story, man.
Yeah, he just has like, for me, why Mourinho is so special is he's got just this raw authenticity about it. Like, he just says it how it is, and no matter what, you just have to gravitate towards someone like that.
Yeah,
you know. Unfortunately, though, I gotta be real. He has fallen down. The fall off has been immaculate. To go from basically winning everything. Basically, ever since he joined United, he just dipped.
I blame your club.
No, but technically he did win at Man United. But after Man United, I think what did he do after United? Like, his career just went down.
It was Tottenham, wasn't it? Spurs.
No, didn't he go back to Chelsea or no?
He went to Tottenham.
He went from United to Tottenham. That don't sound right.
No, that's right. Because I think he went to Chelsea second time. And then I think he went to Man United and then Spurs.
I think, you know what, boys? If you give me Mourinho that I'm in right now, I'll take it.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Best Asian player of all time?
Son.
Who?
Heung-min Son?
Yeah, who else is there? No one else on that level. Don't try and name me some random.
No. It's not Heung-min Son. Not for me.
Oh, who are you gonna? Oh God, I know who you're gonna say.
Park Ji-sung?
Man's gonna say Tomiyasu or some shit.
No, I was gonna say Park Ji-sung.
Park Ji-sung, isn't it?
I don't think he's better than Son. Come on, boy.
Listen, if you ask me any time of the day, Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July, Juneteenth, Kwanzaa, I don't care what day or holiday it is, you ask me one of the most underrated players of all time, Park Ji-sung.
I hear that, but he's not better than Son.
He is better than Son.
He's not better than Son.
He is better than Son, bro.
Kaddish, he's not better than Son.
Different type of player, but I'd go for Son. I think over Park Ji-sung, but they're both good players.
No, Park Ji-sung for me.
I think Park Ji-sung is a great player. Great player.
Yeah, but Park Ji-sung's got 6 titles. What's Son got?
That's true. You could say that. But I think to be honest with you, I mean the thing is everyone sucks off Harry Kane, and I get it, but without Son, do we even get most of those Kane goals? Question.
That is a question. Well, actually, that kind of brings me to my next question. So my next question would be, who is your favorite duo in the Premier League?
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna have to look at
some options
for a second. You lot debate that. I'm gonna throw some options out there.
I got some options straight off the top of my head, mate.
We're doing just Premier League.
What? Just right now?
Just Premier League. Just Premier League.
What, current season? Yeah.
No,
all time.
Premier League, just all time.
Yeah, because current season's difficult.
And you know what? Mine is not, and it's not an Arsenal duo. It's close, but my favorite duo.
Torres and Gerrard.
No, it's actually Suarez and Sturridge. SAS, man, Suarez and Sturridge, man. That's my favorite duo.
Okay, boys, I got the top 20 according to ChatGPT. We're gonna do a little quiz. The top 20 Premier League duos of all time. Do you think you guys can name the top 5?
Yes.
In order.
Yes.
Yeah.
All my answers will be tenable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go through the top 20 anyway. But when we get to the top 5, I'm not going to say who we are. So I'm going to throw these names out there. We can debate each one, say what we think, and then when it gets to the top 5, I'll let you guys. So it'll be out of what's not listed. Number 20, Song Young-min, Harry Kane. What do we think about these two?
Whoa! 20.
That's number 20. Yeah.
20.
That's quite high.
20.
Well, I suppose that's when you play for Spurs. That's what that does to you.
Yeah,
we're gonna be. Listen, we're gonna debate. We're gonna debate the order. We might not agree with the order, but I'm gonna say what I think about Son and Kane. I think Son and Kane, for what they did in that goal combination, is the most in Premier League history. By the way,
how are they bottom then? You can't be the most and then be bottom. That's dumb.
Well, it depends on. Look, I know you hate me saying this, but they didn't win shit. So
yeah, but what? It's not about winning shit. It's about, are you the best duo?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to win shit for me. So I think, all right, just quickly on them as players in that Tottenham team. They got them obviously not in the Premier League, but they got them in the Champions League final. I think honestly, I just feel like if you took those two out, that Tottenham team would be like relegation fodder, man. They struck goal with these two.
That Tottenham team would be dusty.
Honestly, Son and Kane were the top 2 forwards for a couple of years in the league, outside of a couple of players. So to have both of them playing together, fair play. What do you guys think of these two? I know they're rival fans, but the best Spurs players of all time?
What?
Those two?
What do you say?
They're the best Spurs players of all time, those two?
No,
I like the duo of Berbatov as well and Robbie Keane. That was a good duo for Spurs.
Also, for me, the best Spurs players are probably Jimmy Greaves and Kane. But that's not, you don't know Jimmy Greaves if you don't know ball. So
no, but keep it on Son and Kane. Just give me a couple of thoughts before we move on to the next one.
Okay, a couple of forwards, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
Berbatov.
No, I'm talking about Son and Kane only. What's your thoughts on them? Should they be higher on the list?
They should be, bro. They should be top 10 at least, man.
Top 10. All right. Next one, Van Dijk and Alisson. They're number 19.
What?
What end of the pitch? The back end? I thought we were doing we're doing
duo. I mean, they can't. I mean, look.
Oh, okay. So you could do centre back partnerships as well. Okay, so
you can do midfield, whatever. That's I mean.
Okay, so Van Dijk and Alisson. I don't even know why they're on the list. To be honest.
Really random.
It's
Okay.
random. Yeah, like why?
I know, I can
Goldson
understand. Well, I'll give you some points. Together, they made Liverpool nearly unbeatable, 2018 to 2022. Perfect balance of leadership, composure, anticipation. They're the rock of Klopp's Champions League and Premier League winning team. So they won both in that season.
Fair enough, but
Yeah.
to
Do
call
we
a
have any thoughts
goalkeeper,
on that? What do we think of them as a duo? Come on, let's make some like.
I mean, to put a centre back and a goalkeeper as a duo is just a bit asinine, in my opinion.
Okay, well, what
Yeah.
do they mean? What do they mean as a duo for the Premier League? You know, as a fan.
I mean, they've got one title, so not much.
I suppose I think
Yeah,
it is a bit random because of yeah, it's a bit random. But I'd say one point about that is I think they were like the missing pieces of the jigsaw because I remember Liverpool,
Yeah.
like they were good, they were like scoring goals, but they were leaking goals all the time. They kind of made them that sort of title-winning team when they came to the club. That's what they were basically. So they're quite impactful.
Yeah, Curtis, you make a good point as well because, like, a big talking point for Arsenal fans. Yeah, I remember when we was going into the sub after we bottled the league 22-23 when we had an 8-point lead at Christmas. Yeah, that summer, a lot of Arsenal streamers were saying stuff like, "Oh, we need our Van Dijk and Alisson signing to go and finally win the Premier League." So yeah, I think you're definitely right about that. That's a good point.
Yeah, I think
Next
they were the missing pieces. Yeah.
The next two, oh, we're done with those. The next two, David Silva and Yaya Toure.
Yeah, those are great players. I think.
No, this shouldn't even be on. This shouldn't even be on the list. Like, this is just skip this. This is nonsense. Skip this. This is nonsense.
Okay,
Like, that's just nonsense. That's just nonsense.
If you don't like that one, Robin van Persie and Santi Cazorla.
This is quite random.
Bro, this is just stupid. What the fuck is this nonsense?
Okay. Let me get to a good one. Wayne Rooney and Tevez. Come on.
Finally.
Wayne Rooney and Tevez. I'll filter out the dog shit ones, all right? But I'll throw some ones in for
Rooney and Tevez.
Just for jokes. I'll throw some ones in for jokes. But a real one.
Rooney and Tevez was cold. This is a cold duo, man.
Okay, come on, give me something. Give me something to go with.
And the reason why this is a cold duo, and the reason why I actually prefer this over the Rooney-Ronaldo relationship is because Rooney sacrificed himself a lot for the Ronaldo-Rooney relationship, whereas I don't think Rooney sacrificed himself for the Tevez-Rooney relationship. I think that it was more equal. Whereas with Rooney, he would definitely sacrifice himself for Ronaldo.
Yeah, and Tevez was the opposite to Berbatov. Berbatov was quite languid. People call him lazy, but a really elegant player. Tevez was a workhorse. He would really work hard for the team, as well as score goals.
Grinder, but Tevez was also very greedy as well, which I used to like about Tevez. Tevez was super greedy.
I think Berbatov's like literally my top 5 Man United player of all time. But I think there was a Wayne Rooney video that I just saw recently where he was like Tevez was his favorite player because they were very similar profile. Like they did basically the same sort of job in the team. And that's what made them work well with each other because they kind of knew each other's game really well because of that. I think in terms of that 2008, 2007-8 iconic Man United team, Champions League, treble winning team, I think those two, obviously outside of Ronaldo, were very important for that entire season coming together. Now, next one, I'm probably going to go with my personal 2 favorite duo, Kevin Phillips and Niall Quinn. For
the hell? What Sunderland?
The Sunderland. 44 league goals combined, 99, 2000. Look at Ty's face. And also, Kevin Phillips won the European Golden Boot. What are you saying, Ty? Say something about these two.
Listen, Kevin Phillips scored 33 goals in one season, I think.
My
33 Premier League goals. 33 Premier League goals in a season is not a joke. That's serious. That's a serious thing, yeah. But
that's a serious thing, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? Just because of Kevin Phillips, it deserves to be here, but that's about it. And
what about Peter Crouch and Defoe, Portsmouth? That was really random.
Listen, Peter Crouch and Jermaine Defoe were absolutely terrific players. Yeah, Crouchy, Defoe,
Harry Redknapp,
brilliant players. I'd have them playing both for England if it was up to me, but I am the Portsmouth manager, so Crouchy, Defoe, absolutely terrific players.
Terrific. All right, more serious now. Salah Mane.
Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, no, that's oof. That should
listen. Let me just say this right now. Yeah, Sadio Mane is the greatest player in the fucking world. It's not funny. It's not Chris. It's not funny.
I'm just gonna say one thing. Combined for 200. You heard that right. 200 plus goals. Yo, considering Klopp brought Salah in, no one knew who the fuck Salah was. He brought Mane in. He was he was some next winger from Sunderland. And they combined for that many goals.
No. Mane was from Southampton.
Oh, same shit. No offense, Southampton, Sunderland.
One's on the south coast and one's northeast, mate.
I think he got the thing is the red stripe, isn't it? The red and white stripe thing, isn't it? Yeah. No, I think Salah as well was kind of like an interesting one because he was at Chelsea, didn't really hit it there, went to Italy, and then came back like even better, which is crazy. Because I think the numbers he did in the Premier League was even better than he was doing in Italy as well, which is crazy because it's an easier league, you'd think, Italy to score in. But yeah, he came to Premier League, scored even more.
Right, I'm going to do this is the last one I'm giving you before we go into the official top 5, then I'm going to bed. Gerrard Torres, number 6.
Oh. Number 6?
Yeah, that partnership when Liverpool had crappy players like David and Gog, Milan Baros, and all these Javier, all these bums. Gerrard and Torres were the only reason why my uncle used to pick Liverpool in Pro Evolution. So just because of that, 6 is a good spot for them, I think.
I also just think in terms of duos that never won the Premier League, it's literally because just to give you some context without telling you anything, all 5 of the top 5 have won the Premier League. So for them not to ever have won it, I mean, they deserve to win it. We can say that as haters of Liverpool.
I think Gerrard as well said his best ever partner was like Torres, who he played with. Like, not best player, but the best partnership he had. Like, Suarez is obviously a better player, but his best partnership, he said, was with Torres. His prime was with Torres.
I mean,
I remember they beat Man United, isn't it? 4-1, right?
I mean, Gerrard and Suarez and Gerrard and Torres, for me, are the same. Suarez is...
Yeah, Suarez is a different league, but, you know, I think, in terms of partnership, I think Gerrard was,
more of
with Torres. And he was more in his prime, I think, when he was with Torres.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a good duo.
Right. The top 5 are completely valid for me. You might disagree, you might not. But I'm not going to give you them. I want you to kind of guess, and I'll tell you if they're in there or not. So have you both got your kind of...
Yeah, I already know. I pretty much know what they are already.
It's Dwight York and Cole, right?
York and Cole are number 4 on the list.
Drogba and Lampard.
Drogba and Lampard are number 3 on the list.
Henri Bergkamp.
Henri and Bergkamp are on the list. I'm not going to say what number.
Is the number 1.
You got 2 more spots.
I think Rooney and Ronaldo must be up there.
Has to be Rooney Ronaldo, yeah.
Rooney Ronaldo on the list. I'm not going to tell you what position.
I think that's number. It's even number 1 or 2.
One more.
So I've given you 3. I've given you number 3, which is Drogba and Lampard. I've given you number 4, which is Cole and York. So you've got number 5. You've got number 1, number 2. So depending on where you put the first 2 duos that I told you are in there, but not yet. So you're either guessing a 5 or 2 or 1 position. You got 1 duo left. Who could be a number position?
Is one of the duos a Man City one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Aguero and someone else?
It's not Aguero.
Okay. Is it Sane and someone else?
In fact, one of them still playing.
What? What do they still play for Man City now?
Yeah.
Is it De Bruyne and someone else?
No, De Bruyne doesn't play for Man City anymore.
De Bruyne is part of the duo.
Okay, so it's De Bruyne and...
What, Foden? No, not Foden.
No, De Bruyne and Silva? Gondwan? Sane? Sterling.
No.
What? Who the hell could it be then?
De Bruyne and Haaland?
Torre?
De Bruyne and Haaland.
Oh.
De Bruyne and Haaland.
To be honest, when I looked at it, I'm like, nah, it's too early. But actually, 30 plus goal combinations in one season.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
And
Those two are fake.
that's Haaland's debut season, yeah?
That's ridiculous.
That's their first season together.
That's ridiculous.
They obviously won the title that year as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're in that. I mean, it's pretty obvious where they're going to be. They're not going to be higher than the other two, so they're number 5. I'll give you that. Now, where do you think? I mean, this is the real debate before we go off. Ronaldo Rooney versus Henri Bergkamp. Discuss. I'm obviously going Ronaldo Rooney. I've got my arguments. You got your arguments.
I think it's got to be.
I'll let you guys have the floor. I'll let you guys have the floor first.
I think it's got to be the Iceman and Henri. Henri, the Frenchman and the Iceman, man.
I think, I'm going to go, Henri Bergkamp as well, actually. I'm biased.
Because Henri still got the assist record as well.
And I think it's a more balanced partnership. I think Ronaldo basically was quite a selfish strike partner. Ask Benzema, ask a lot of the strikers that play with him or the players that play with him. They kind of have to diminish their own light to kind of let him shine, I think, a bit. He's very kind of greedy.
So let me throw something at you boys, yeah, because I think you boys are now we're going into kind of personal biases.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I'm just gonna put one stat because I know what you lot are gonna say. You're not gonna say, "Yo, Invincibles," and I hear you on that. But
I wasn't even gonna say that.
2007, 2008, because we talked about 30 plus goal contributions between them, Haaland and De Bruyne. We're talking about 60 plus goal contributions in 07, 08. That is fucking Ronaldo and Rooney assisted each other 60 times.
Okay, right. The stats have blown with my argument.
Well, there you go. Ronaldo and Rooney. Let's wrap it up, guys.
I mean,
concede.
I mean, come on, boys.
Bro,
won a treble that season. Won a treble.
Don't rub it in.
Ronaldo got the Ballon d'Or. Well done. You've won. Congratulations.
I think individually, Henri and Bergkamp are better Premier League duo players, but Ronaldo and Rooney as a combo. Whew.
Yeah, I think for me as well, I think they conquered us well, like Europe. They did.
You don't remember that 8-2 against you lot in the Champions League?
Okay, guys, thank you for the stream. I'll see you on the weekend before as a preview. I do not want to talk about I'd hate to be an Arsenal fan. I do not want to even relive that. We had Traore at left back. We had Welbeck, Van Persie, Walcott, Carl Jenkinson. We had absolute dust playing at Old Trafford, and I do not want to relive that. Thanks for the stream, guys. I will see you later in the week or next week. I'll do a preview for the Arsenal-Fulham game. And until next time, goodbye.
Until next time, guys. See you.
Peace.
Bye.